Preparing for the U.S. Citizenship Test? Struggling to remember all 100 civics questions? We've got the perfect solution. In this video, we'll go through the 2008 version of the 100 civics questions at a slow pace and in random order to make memorization easier. Whether your test is coming up or you're just starting to study, this video will help you feel confident and prepared. Let's get started. In what month do we vote for president? November. Name one U.S. territory. Guam. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Provide schooling and education. What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion, or not practice a religion. Name one branch, or part, of the government. Congress. Who was the first president? George Washington. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Education. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1776. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. We elect a president for how many years? 4. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. Who is the father of our country? George Washington. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? U.S. diplomat. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Freed the slaves. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. What are the 2 major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Obey the laws of the United States. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Who makes federal laws? Congress. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? Two. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Name two national U.S. holidays. New Year's Day, Independence Day. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? The President. When must all men register for the Selective Service? At age 18. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? The Louisiana Territory. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life, liberty. What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote, join a political party. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. When was the Constitution written? (1787). Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Atlantic Ocean. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. How many amendments does Constitution have? (27) Name one state that borders Canada. New York. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, and Italy. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because of the state's population. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? Pacific Ocean. What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? April 15. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. Who vetoes bills? The President. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and House of Representatives. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in a federal election. What is the political party of the president now? Republican. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Missouri River. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? Serve on a jury. What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 4th. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? 6. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Civil rights movement. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Speech. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Provide schooling and education. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House.